You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. In the news, Wike comments on next steps after Rivers LG election, questions legality of Fubara's action. In a recent statement, Nyesom Wike, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory and former Rivers State Governor, has raised concerns over the recent local government area LG elections in Rivers State, describing actions taken by Governor Siminalayi Fubara as illegal until President Bola Tinubu intervenes. The statement, made in the wake of the controversial LG elections, has sparked debates about the political dynamics in Rivers State and the ongoing power struggle between Wike and Fubara. Wike, speaking to journalists, hinted at his next moves following the elections, which have been marred by allegations of irregularities and political interference. He accused Fubara of flouting legal process in conducting the polls, claiming that the governor's actions lacked the necessary legal backing. Wike emphasized that only President Tinubu's intervention could resolve the impasse, signaling his intent to escalate the matter to the federal level. The LGA elections have intensified the rift between Wike and Fubara, who were once political allies. Wike, a prominent figure in Rivers State, has maintained significant influence in the state even after his tenure as governor. His comments suggest a strategic push to challenge Fubara's authority and reassert control over the state's political landscape. Analysts view this as part of a broader struggle for dominance in Rivers ahead of future elections. Wike's remarks have drawn mixed reactions. Supporters argue he is protecting democratic principles, while critics accuse him of attempting to undermine Fubara's administration as tensions rise. All eyes are on President Tinubu, whose decision could shape the political future of Rivers State. The situation remains fluid, with Wike's next steps likely to influence the state's governance and stability. Well, Wike has come out to make his mind known as regards the election that was held, the local government election. His belief is that the previous one that was held was illegal and that the governor then was acting outside legal principles, and that was why probably that one was cancelled and they have to, do another one. But there are questions in the minds of people, especially Rivers people, that if the one that the democratically elected governor organized is illegal, how come the one that is organized by a sole administrator that was appointed, not elected, even though his appointment is made by a democratically elected uh, principal? How come that one is much more illegal than the one that is done by a democratically elected executive? Be it as it may, the power struggle in Rivers State still continue. Even though it seems as if Mr. Fubara is keeping quiet, he has succeeded in boycotting the election, but it shows that something is not right. So many things are still amiss in Rivers State uh, governance and political landscape. And that means in the nearest future, there are still bound to be some fightings. A lot of politics will still go on. But whichever way it's going to go, I think there's need for Riverians to do one thing. They should take the bull by the horn. Whether it is Wike or it is Fubara, they own the state. It is their own commonwealth, and they should be able to dictate what to be done. As far as Wike is concerned, power and influence, if he doesn't have it, then he's not going to rest. And as far as Fubara is concerned, he's turned off because I have not heard that a governor in Kota is not a sitting governor anyway. He's still an ordinary citizen until he's restored to power. That he who will be restored to power boycotted election, a local government election for that matter, that gives him access to grassroots influence. And Rivers State has succeeded, in turning to a state that is being, governed by proxy, meaning that Fubara is the governor on seat and paper, while Wike is a governor in action and in attitude as regards controlling the machinery of elections and the grassroots. And to a large extent, they have succeeded in making Fubara, if it goes like this, will become a puppet. So it's a foreseeable problem that we are already seeing and witnessing, that in future there's still going to be a lot of feud between them. But be it as it may, let's wait and see. Since Wike had come out to begin to unfold his plan, and probably the fact that Fubara wasn't around for the election might have signaled or sparked another reaction. I'm waiting to see, because his own suggestion or submission was that it was the intervention of the federal, that's the president now, and led to the cancellation of the previous election. And then the court of law, of course, did give an injunction, and then they had to come to do the new one. Probably is going to use the same strategy again. If there is any problem, they are going to use the federal might against Fubara. And if that is the order of the day, I think it is no more democracy, because it seems Wike is becoming too autocratic for people's liking, especially in Rivers State. And the people of Rivers State will not enjoy the dividends of democracy, as it were, because I cannot imagine a Fubara sitting down and in a cabinet that he has no say, that everybody is loyal to his own predecessor, that he cannot make decision, and then he cannot sign contract and decide to do one thing or the other. Someone else from somewhere will be the one to ratify and things, because in days come by we are going to see such things, such that the man will only be a figurehead if he's not careful. And as a man, if he realizes that he has been boxed to a corner, he will want to free himself, and that may result into unforeseeable or unavoidable feud, even in River State. And that is why care needs to be taken as regards what is going on. It's like a time bomb is ticking, and it's going to explode again. But the bane of the whole situation is that it is the Rivers people that will suffer. Fubara is not losing anything, whether he's governor or not. Wike is also not losing. He's even lounging in Abuja, enjoying himself, and the people of FCT enjoy supporting him. He's enjoying support here, and also enjoying support in some corners from his own states too. So, and the federal government is behind him, and all this together made Wike not to bother himself at all. But be it as it may, I think the various should take the bull by the horn and then do the needful. I think when the result of the election comes, we will know how they have spoken. But let's keep our fingers crossed to still see that one day, something great will still going to happen in Rivers State if the people decide to do the needful right now. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel.